Hellos and welcomes back everyone, this is AnthWolf with part 6 of the Old Republic. Now, good news! Very good news in fact. Oh, this is good timing as well. Look! We don't have lag! It seems there's been an ongoing issue with the servers, but thankfully the patch today on Tuesday the 13th has actually removed a lot of that and actually moved the ability lag as well, which was delaying the time that Force Sweep was activating. So yeah, that's a positive thing. I'm very happy about that. There is an ongoing issue about, I'm trying to think of what it's called, the mailbox at the moment. I will show you that in a moment. I'll just get myself parked after killing this watcher. There we are. Oh, I picked that up, good. Right, you see we had 11 or 12 unread messages, and if we look at our inventory, it's looking an awfully a lot more full. This is because these are some of the items I had in my mailbox that I was waiting for, and I've taken them out of the mailbox because when I first logged in to test the lag, someone was talking about the mailbox issues, and when you access the mailbox, every time you reload the game, there is maybe a 50-50 chance that your mail isn't actually there, and that was slightly worrying for me, so I took some of the items I'm going to need in the near future out of the mail, just so I've got it handy in case BioWare and EA servers break the game once again, basically, because I would like to get more recording done. So anyway, we are in the Kaleth Ruins. Protagonist is... oh, hello. Gonna deal with these watchers again. He was looking for... oh, there were signs of flesh raiders here. Oh, someone's gonna help us out. Thank you very much. During the message, the mini update, we gained level 7, and I parked myself in the Jedi Temple Cantina to get some bonus rested experience. So our Force Sweep and our Slash ability have upgraded. Very nice. And we did have some level 7 armor to equip. And level 5 pants look exactly the same as level 7 pants, but the stats are increased. So we did most of our mini quests, side quests around here, but we do have this one, which we can go investigate. As you check over the Flesh Raider's corpse, you notice movement from inside its backpack. A helpless Flesh Raider baby falls out of the backpack. It isn't aggressive and will obviously die if it's left here. Master Quilp at the Jedi Temple has been known to take in orphaned animals. The baby is obviously starved and won't survive the trip without food. That was quite fast. I hope you could read that. I only caught a few pieces, but basically we've got to feed it by killing some greater Gruulds. I don't know how you pronounce this properly. Someone's already helped themselves to the meat from these bodies. Can we find any down here? Oh, there's another greater one. Let's go beat this guy up. There has been some changes to the Guardian class in this latest patch. I haven't really read up on it. I think at level 10 when you choose your advanced class, you now have... we won't drop down there. You now get a few extra abilities, but they don't change the game right now. That's something to go into more depth later. So yeah, we got one bit of meat, we need another 2. So yeah, I'm really glad that everything's working out once again. It means I can actually get back into the groove. I don't like having such a long break between a playthrough, because it may not motivate you to return to it, especially in a game of this scope. So we can now return to the Flesh Eater baby and give it some food. The baby can now survive a trip to the Jedi Temple. So yeah, we now have the Flesh Raider baby is in our inventory. And while we're here, we will obviously continue the main story arc to explore the ancient shrine. I say the areas with the green entrances are where our storyline allows. There is areas with red screens, and those are for the other classes, or maybe we just can't access them at that point and time. Ah, feels so good to have a smooth game once again. Get them all together. Get this one, try to gather them all up. So I thought about talking about the lore while I was running around. I'll probably get some of it wrong because I haven't played Knights of the Old Republic 1 or 2 for a good few years now. But as I've mentioned, I think in the introductory video, this is set about 20,000 years prior to the events of the movies. And basically it's set around the idea that there was a giant war between the Republic and a group of warriors called the Mandalorians, and the Jedi got involved in that war, and basically they were the peacekeepers. They wanted to keep out of it, but some of the Jedi wanted or felt that it was best to involve themselves, and I will talk more about that in a moment. We have an event here.
Did you just call me Jedi?
And we now have an ambush. Hey, good timing. Late as always.
Master Orgus sent us. We came as quickly as we could.
One of the Flesh Raiders I just fought called me Jedi. He could use the Force.
That's troubling. If the Flesh Raiders are learning the ways of the Force, it won't be on the side of light.
You sure made short work of this bunch. You ever leave survivors?
When was the last time you fought someone trying to kill you?
Besides my master? Few months.
This is no laughing matter, Padawans. This Flesh Raider carried a holocron, a repository of knowledge created by a Force user. Thousands of years old from the looks of it. Master Orgus was right. These natives are more advanced than we realized. They're learning how to fight us.
What do the Flesh Raiders have against us?
From their perspective, we've invaded their home. But there's more to this than a territorial dispute. I wish we could stay, see this through, but Master Satele has ordered us to Coruscant on a special mission.
All those bad feelings the Council's been having? She thinks the Republic capital is the source.
I'm sorry to have to leave you, but the danger is past. These surveillance monitors will keep watch on Kaleth. Place them around the ruins. The temple can then monitor any future incursions by our enemies.
Maybe we'll get lucky, find their leader.
May the Force be with you, Padawan.
So yes, Master Bella there and her Padawan have went off to Coruscant, and we have an extension to the story arc. We planned some recording devices here in the Kaleth Ruins, but yeah, back to kind of the lore, perhaps, if I hopefully get it right. So the Jedi who decided to split from the main council and believed they were right in defending the Republic rather than letting the millions die, were led by not just led by him, but led by a Jedi Knight known as Revan, who became one of the generals in the Mandalorian Wars. And while he was there, while he was like basically assisting the Republic and pushing the Mandalorians back, he gained knowledge that there was a darker... Oop, crap. We'll get these. There was a greater disturbance. I forgot what it's called. I'd say beyond the rim, but that might be the wrong term. But there was a there was a fringe in the space, and that's where he believed a greater darkness was going to come from, not just the Mandalorians. So at the end of the war, he went off with some of his apprentices, and when he returned, he was leading basically an army of Sith, and he basically led a war then against the Republic, basically repeating what the Mandalorians had done. But he believed he was right, and that through a trial by fire he was making the Republic stronger, ready for a greater power that was going to seek war on them in the future. And as time went on, that's kind of come into fruition. This is the great Sith war between the Sith Empire and the Galactic Republic. And this is what you're involved in, basically. For good or for ill, the Jedi and the Sith are fighting against one another. And the Republic's right at the centre at the moment. There's a lot of planets we will see, and basically some are pro-Sith, some are pro-Republic, and some are just trying to remain neutral. Whether or not either side allows that, well, you kind of influence some of that decision, depending on what choices you make. Oh yeah, I say I may not get the law entirely correct, and so someone could correct me, and some of you may not care, but I thought I'd say something about it. I see that's one camera up. There is another camera position here. We'll have to kill some more Seekers before they let us do it. Oh. You picked up anything new? Not really. We need to sell a lot of junk. Oh, come on. There's the second surveillance device. Hey, we gained level 8. That was fast. I wasn't even looking at my experience bar. We'll summon a Hollow statue. We've upgraded our other AoE skill, we've upgraded our Force Leap, and we've learned a new skill, Master Strike. It's actually a really good ability. It does channel over 3 seconds, and I'll show you what that means. But during its attack, it stuns for the duration of the effect against standard and weak enemies. There you go. I think Dead Spawner there was also using my Hollow statue. I'm not the only one who can use it, as long as it's spawned. Anyone nearby can actually use the item. Oh, and when we planned our last surveillance device, our Hollow communicator came back on. Let's see who's calling us.
I'm here, Master. What is it?
I'm on my way back to the Twi'lek settlement. Meet me there as soon as you can.
You left without explaining anything. What has you so worried?
I'll explain when I see you. Find me at the Matriarch's compound. Orgus out.
That was rather vague of him, but I suppose that's our next destination. We have a few things we can do on the map. We can return the scanned, what was it? The cerebral implants or neural chips or whatever it is from these Seekers. We have, we've got to talk to the two masters about the Jedi couple behind us. That's still unresolved, and we have the Flesh Eater baby now, of course. first things first, let's clear out our inventory. Oh, we have a lot more of the advanced health packs now, so we can sell the lesser ones. Oh, what am I doing? It'd be much faster to do it this way. I have a little OCD in trying to organize my inventory. I do apologize. There you go.
Oi grani tampio dume donkey. Wata botenya nucha nubota. Kitrita nimni tanuv. Kapola krupi de opra. Anquas nimna matasumri. Wonka tuske uwana wa. Zoza neko higa na noila. Doja nanga e ma chai.
That certainly seems interesting.
Grula waska kwa bobana. Chichawa una chichitua. Vifa karibu utachuba naganga. Krispa doe kanki kunke gupa. Do bata jimwa atima.
So what do you see happening next?
Hikai ianakuzu. Mana natu pachunki. Gokola ko panate yakna. Punyo blasto wonkiti ato konchi. Tasu yali koira to ekapa kyotopa.
There we go. For our completion, we get another med pack, we get a commendation, and I'll talk about those shortly, if I haven't already. It's been a bit vague, and we can choose one of the two stims. We don't need willpower for any of our stats, and we will take the strength one. And yeah, we may as well return to the Jedi Temple first of all.
Mechanized travel is for official business.
We'll turn in our side quests, and then we will go see Master Orgus and see what he has to say. Use my rocket boost ability. Yeah. Rocket boost, not a rocket jump. I think rocket jump is actually another skill, but we don't get it. I think it's for the Sith Empire's mercenary. Or bounty hunter, I think the basic class is called. And he has Master Creelp.
A flesh raider, baby. See how the Force tests my dedication to assisting the helpless of this world. You did the right thing. Leave him with me. I'll convene the council to decide how to handle this.
Master Creep there is a Cathar. He's kind of like a tiger, lion, alien, I suppose you can say, but I suppose humans are aliens to him as well. They are now a playable race. When the game first came out, the Cathar race weren't actually playable. It was unlocked maybe a year, maybe 2 years later. It'd be interesting to see if they release more playable races, but non-humanoid speaking characters would be difficult for the voice acting, I imagine.
Were you successful, Padawan? Did you find our pupils in the ruins?
Tell us, what did you uncover about the nature of Spanius and Morrison's relationship? Are they romantically involved?
What should we do? I've played this enough to know what happens in both choices. I think we'll err on the side of innocence and actually say they are innocent at the moment, and when we go back to speak to them we will see what conversation options are open afterwards.
I discovered that there is no romance between them, Masters.
You see, Master Silvarte, your concerns were for naught.
I'm relieved to hear this. Surprised, but most relieved. You've handled this matter with great character. The Order is fortunate to have you in the fold.
Believe me, you give me more credit than I deserve.
Yeah, seriously.
Humility is a virtue, young one. Now that you've befriended them, you might check in on our students. Otherwise, good luck with the rest of your training.
I don't think Master Silvarte actually believes us, but we will take his suggestion wisely and go return and see his student and see what they have to say for themselves before we return to Master August, since there is a speeder. Oh crap. Oh yes, I've got to show you that Master Strike. Or Master Strike, I don't know which way you want me to pronounce it. Yeah, here we go, I'll use it. We only got to use 2 strikes. I think it has 3 to 4 strikes on it, but it channels for the full 3 seconds, and I think the most powerful hit actually lands on the final strike. If I have an enemy which can actually stand there and take the blow properly, it'll display it a lot better. Well, thanks a lot, but you didn't actually kill this one. That's how you do it. Good thing about Master Strike, it doesn't actually take any force, any focus, sorry. So even though it has a cooldown of 18 seconds, you can still use it at any point at any time.
Well, our blackmailer returns. Back for the crystal, no doubt. Thank you for keeping our secret.
I changed my mind. I'm not here to accept the bribe. Just to wish you both the best.
You amaze me, my friend, but I think I understand. You're giving us a chance to end our relationship and find our way back to the code ourselves, right?
Save yourselves by renouncing your romance.
Yes, I see now. Morrison, my love, a feeling of wrongness overtakes me. We must end our romance.
Spanos! No!
I will continue to be your fellow and friend, but I dedicate myself to the code now.
I'm sure you won't regret this.
No!
I will stay here with Morrison, friend. I believe I can reason with her. Thank you again.
Fairly wooden voice acting. Yeah. I knew there wasn't like a lighter option if you return to them, to try and convince them to return to the Jedi path without turning them into their masters. Which I suppose is the kindest thing we could have done. If we had have basically told the masters that they were lovers, they may have got kicked out of the Jedi Order. This way, they might actually have a place here.
Greetings. You are cleared for the following travel routes.
So let us return to Kalikori Village. I think that's what it's called. Kalikori, yeah. One thing to note as well, I'm on the second instance. There is about 160 people on instance 1 at the moment, and it still looks quite busy here. It is the middle of the evening. I've just got back in from work, and I'm just so happy that we can actually continue with the game. So again, we have a Jedi Knight phase here we can enter. I'll show you what I meant about that red barrier after when we leave here, just to show you what I mean. So August is working on the astromech droid.
Master Kiewicz told me what you found in Kaleth. A flesh raider who used the Force. He thought he was learning things from an old holocron. I wish that were true. The man who attacked you when you first arrived, his lightsaber had a familiar aspect. This droid's holo recording confirmed my suspicions. The hooded figure in that recording is named Bengal Moore. He was my Padawan. but he never completed his training. Bengal was in the Jedi Temple on Coruscant when the Sith destroyed it.
He waited a long time to reveal himself.
Still don't understand why he just disappeared. Doesn't make sense. Bengal was strong in the Force, and the most gentle being I've ever known. For him to turn against the Jedi, he has to be stopped.
Apologies for keeping you waiting. Our people's matriarch, my mother, is dying.
You should be at her side.
You're kind, but my mother wants me here. My scouts have identified a Flesh Raider command base in the mountains. It's protected by an energy shield. The shield's power generator is hidden on a different mountain, in a well-guarded cave network.
That command base is probably coordinating all the attacks in the region. I need to get inside there. You up for knocking out the power generator?
You'll need backup. Can't we send someone else to handle the power generator?
You've shown you can handle Flesh Raiders. We need you there. See if you can give the droid an opening to gather more intelligence. That energy shield is your top priority. Knock it out fast as you can.
Well, yeah, new objective there. We have to shut down the energy shield in the Flesh Raider area, I believe it is. Let's have a look. Yeah, in the Flesh Raider territory. And while we do that, it allows Master August to infiltrate and see his old apprentice, Bengal Moore. So yeah, if we leave this instance, it should now go red. We cannot enter at this time. And that's the same for everyone else's storyline modes. They'll always be inaccessible to us unless we have them in their party and they're at that stage in the story. Now, Kalikori Village does have some more side quests to do while we're en route in the Flesh Raider territory. We'll have a look at them in the next part. I'll end this one a little bit early and to see what the sound is like, and then hopefully we'll just get back into the rhythm slowly but surely and continue with the playthrough. So this has been AnthWolf, and I hope you've all enjoyed, and I hope you all take care, and I hope you will forgive the horrible attempt at lore I gave you earlier on. If you feel free to correct me, feel free to enlarge upon it in the comments below if you feel that you desire to. That's absolutely fine, I don't mind whatsoever. It's best to inform people or show them where they can get information. So, I'll see you all in part 8. Part 8? No, part 7, yes. Take care now. Bye bye.